Yes, people, welcome yourselves back. Hope everyone's had a good day. I certainly have. And I'm now ready to chill out and do a nice little journey. Yes, people, welcome yourselves back. I'm listening to myself. Lol. Sorry about that. Right, let's go. So we're in a class 377. It's an 8-car unit. And we are going from Victoria down to Brighton. And I must admit, I did just do like a quick little preview of this before I started the live. And I've got to tell you, it's busy, like proper busy. Not complaining, but it's cool. It's nice to see like traffic moving around and actually working half decent. Which is something I know a lot of people are getting a little bit frustrated about. But we're all cushy. Some lights would be good, wouldn't they? Let's stick them on. About another 30-second wait before we can leave, or at least think about leaving. We will close the doors slightly earlier, just so we can get cracking. Right, let's get cracking. I'll tell you one thing they've got right. I don't know if you can hear it as well, but oh my god, what's happening? There we go. When we go over a section of track where the power cuts, you can actually hear it like cutting out and all the fans going off and that. I think it's pretty quality, to be fair. Definitely done that right. Right then people, we're going to come into Clapham Junction. Apparently this is one of the busiest train stations in the UK, or the busiest. Been there a couple of times myself. It is pretty insane, to be honest with you. It's quite impressive how many platforms there are and the amount of tracks around the area. Probably overdone that a little bit then, but oh well. Not too bad actually. I'm not going to complain at that. We're not past it, are we? There's a few trains here, isn't there? Hello people, we're just waiting to depart Clapham Junction. Looks like we've got about another minute or so. Tell you what, I'm not very impressed with how it's performing right now. At all. There's a lot of stuttering and freezing. That is not my PC. Hello people, welcome yourselves into the stream. How are we all doing today? Looks like we got a few minutes wait here, guys. So I'm gonna go and grab a drink quickly. Might as well go grab one yourselves as well, a little snack or something. And then we'll be ready to depart in, what is it, like 3 minutes? Yeah, 3 minutes. Right then, people. Let's get cracking. Thank you very much for joining the stream, everybody. Hope everyone's had a good day. We're on our way to Brighton. Just left Gatwick Airport. Right then people, we've got about just under 4 miles left to our next station at Haywards Heath. Going to be stopping at platform number 2. It's been a mixed run so far, to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie. Some points it's nice and smooth, and then other points it gets pretty gritty. I've heard there is like an engine.ini file you can modify, but I'm yet to do that myself. I'm a little bit reluctant. Otherwise, I've been thoroughly enjoying this route, to be quite honest with you. I've got quite a few different classes of train as well. There's a couple of timetable services for the class 313. That's a nice little train, that, I must admit. Although I caught myself out last night on my stream. I thought, yeah, it'd be nice. Let's do a 313 service. Good 20-minute run or something. And I swear to God, I was sitting at a red signal for about 15 minutes of that. And I drove a total of 0.8 miles. 0.8. I didn't even drive a mile and it took me over 20 minutes. Don't get me wrong, the scenery and the traffic was nice, like, you know, the waiting around outside the station, like there was a nice variety of stuff sort of passing, which I suppose made it better, to be honest, but it's one of them. Anyway, coming up to Haywards Heath, and yeah, lovely job. If you do like these kind of videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We're going live plenty more times. I'm going to try and get a schedule up every night in advance, and I think we're going to do like a little roadmap weekly going forward, as it is a fairly new channel. But I do really appreciate all the views, all the comments, likes, subscribes, you name it. Loving it. And I'm glad that you guys are loving it too. Just overshot the platform a little bit there, or the stop point. I mean, it ain't too bad. If you wasn't a railway enthusiast, you wouldn't know, would you? Looks like it's just stopped in, you know, Cushy. Oh, okay. Well, as long as that thing don't slow me down, I've got no problem. Because that's directly in front of me now, isn't it? With about a 2-minute wait. From now, roughly. Like I say, I'm not too fussed about it, to be honest. It's quite nice just to actually see other services running around. You know, there's been plenty of them ones where you're like, oh look, there's the same train again. Oh look, there's the same train again. Or there's just nothing there. And whilst on this particular timetable service, I will admit that it is a little bit like that. You know, obviously you just keep seeing the same 377s over and over again, but to be honest with you, that's pretty much what was on the Brighton main line. Probably still is. So, in all fairness to them, you know, I can't knock it. And you've got the Gatwick Express coming through every now and then as well. But as I say, it would be nice maybe to have a little bit more variation there. Obviously, as you know, there's a class 313 on this route. So, yeah, but I think the 313s are mainly based up in Brighton, to be honest. So, if you do want to do like a service up there, they're all like up there, more of like an East Coast way kind of position, which again, it's not a problem, but for some odd reason I do think it would be nice to drive a 313 from Victoria to Brighton, 6 or 9 car unit, you know. Maybe one of the 377s are out of service, they haven't got enough to cover. Sweet, send one of them down from Brighton. Get out the depot, drive it to Brighton platform, load up with passengers, go to London, cushy. Stop in service on the way. I think that would be nice. I'm going to have a go at making some scenarios and stuff, I think, because some of them do look pretty cool. Especially with the ones on that new Thames Valley branches line. There's a lot of coupling and changing ends, and especially them new signal tokens as well. Anyway, without further ado, we're now on our way to Burgess Hill. So sit back, enjoy the ride, and I'll speak to you guys when we get there. I do just want to quickly say, I do appreciate everyone watching this. Any likes, subscribes, anything, absolutely banging. Really appreciate the support. And I hope that you're enjoying the content. If anyone's got any suggestions or anything they want to see, perhaps a different route, different simulator, I'm open to options. I'll do a few videos on the Euro trucks with Truckers MP. Definitely going to get some Microsoft Flight Simulator in here soon. I keep saying it, we're going to do it. I've basically got a whole Airbus cockpit. A lot of the wind control stuff. Very nice gear. And we do have a VATSIM license as well, so it's definitely coming up. It's definitely coming up. It's just one of them where you need a nice amount of time to prepare everything properly. Make sure you're up to scratch with the ATC, you know, chat and that, but don't worry, it's coming. As I say, really appreciate it. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy. If you're still watching, Richard, thank you very much for the subscribe. I do appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying. The only thing that's missing from this route, if I had to be honest, is the passenger announcements. Do you know what I mean? You need the old, the next stop is Burgess Hill. But we won't complain. It is nice. And I'm sure, or I hope, that the developers eventually do like a little sweep up around all the routes, you know. And I'm not saying anyone's at fault, because they're not. You know, you can't help it if you release a route and then maybe a couple of years later you release a new train for that route, or for a part of that route. Do you know what I'm saying? What would be nice if we went back through them and said, oh look, Do you know what? We've actually got one of them trains, and we haven't included it in a scenario or a timetable service. Why not make that an option? And chuck it in there? Because it's little details like that that people like, or I like. But, as I say, I'm not complaining, they're just nice to haves. I'll be purchasing Train Sim World 6 as soon as I'm able to. Don't blame you, mate. Don't blame you. I must admit, if you're on PC, it is actually really cheap right now. The base game is like $8.99, which is insane. It actually is insane. You know, for a game that normally costs like, what is it, 34 quid? 40 quid maybe? And you think the base edition gives you like free routes as well. There's a lot of sales on right now. A lot of sales on Steam. Especially for Train Sim World 6. I'm actually debating on buying the Class 700. Long story short, I've owned most of the stuff before on the Xbox version, but still on PC, but through the Xbox app, and I owned quite a lot of DLC. But long story short, I had an issue with the entitlement token, like the Microsoft side, and I raised a support ticket and sort of went through the motions, and I've done a lot of diagnostics work and triage and stuff like that myself before I even raised the ticket, so to try and help the guys out. But I ended up sort of chasing nothing, and it was getting to the point where I thought, you know what, I just want to play the game. I'm fed up of waiting around now. I want to enjoy the game. So yeah, as I say, I ended up actually buying the whole game again on Steam, and I haven't looked back. I've bought plenty of DLC again. And yeah, as I say, the sales right now are ridiculous. I mean, the special edition of the game is what, normally £104, I think, something ridiculous like that. I say ridiculous, it's not. A lot of effort's gone into the routes, etc. But you know, I think right now the special edition's like 20 quid, 21 quid or something on Steam. Again, you literally can't go wrong with that. You get so many routes. At the same time, I know, if you're from the UK, I know obviously times are a bit tough right now, so the money might not always be there. But don't worry too much, because I have actually seen these sales go up and down. I've got a break. Too busy chatting, and I definitely going to miss that platform. Oopsie. That is toast. Absolute toast. Straight through, look. What a plonker. Never mind. At least there might be 4 cars on it. We won't look out the window. We won't look out the side, because that's all you'll see. All the doors open. Probably people plopping all over the floor off the side of the train. We don't want to see that. Going through the platform is bad enough. Do apologise about that, people, but I feel like I'm quite passionate about, you know, talking about the game and stuff like that. When I got so immersed in the sort of conversation that I've plopped through the platform a little bit. As I say, we are driving an 8-car unit, so might be 4 cars on the platform, mightn't there? What are they complaining about? But yeah, as I say, if you can get the $8.99 to buy the game on Steam, mate, and you are on a PC, do it. $8.99. It's rude not to. I mean, put this into context, yeah? The Class 700 that I'm thinking about buying again, is about £5 or something like that. You think you pay £8.99, you get the whole game plus 3 routes, a few different trains, and you can just keep on adding to it, can't you? But as I say, can't complain. I love my trains, and I do like this game. It's got its issues, and I'm sure everyone's aware of that. There's a lot of people moaning about it everywhere, but it's just one of them things. It's quite a juicy game. I do not understand how it's even possible to run it on the Xbox. I've never tried running it on the Xbox. But they are doing alright, I must admit. I'm not quite sure about the conspiracy about the Class 90 at the moment either, to be honest. Like, I actually really like that engine. It's one of my favourite engines in real life anyway. But I brought the Class 90 again, Steam sale, like a tenner, whatever it was. Lovely jubbly. And yeah, I love it. I think it's great. It's an iconic engine of my sort of childhood. Yeah, I didn't really see any problems with it. I did buy it a little bit after the time it came out originally. Like I bought it after release by, say, what was it? Maybe a month or two after release. So I don't know if there's any updates in between then, but I really like it. And again, if you mix that with the, what is it, Preston Carlisle route? I might be wrong. I know it's a variation of the West Coast Main Line. But again, on that one you're supplied with a Class 87 Mark 3A coaches. And you compare them up with a 90 and have a field day. Plus if you buy the other West Coast Main Line route with a Class 20, they're really nice. Good sounds. Get the Mark 2F coaches as well. But yeah, getting closer to Brighton now, people. It's been quite a nice ride, the last half of it. I'd say from Gatwick the performance has improved. Should probably put the window wipers on. Hello, mate. Tell you what, where are the window wipers? Must be there, right? No, it's a speed set. Okay. Wiper. Fast. Ooh, nice. Wow, look at that, everyone. For the first time tonight, we've just about reached over 90 miles an hour. Going downhill. Thank you very much for joining the live, people. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the stream so far. If anyone's got any suggestions for streams in the future, or different routes or trains or anything like that anyone wants to see, just drop a comment down below. I'm sure we can get round to it at some point. As I say, I am going to be doing like a 7-day schedule, where like obviously, you know, for like the next 7 days you'll know when I'm going to be streaming, what we're going to be streaming. Might do a couple of surprise ones in the middle, sort of unannounced. You know, we'll tell you what time it's coming on, but I might not say what I'm actually doing. But we will definitely do some planned ones, that's for sure. So if you do like this type of video, you like Train Sim World, Euro Truck Simulator 2, with Truckers MP obviously. What else? And Microsoft Flight Simulator. Definitely going to be doing some videos on that soon. But yeah, as I say, if you do like this sort of video, stick around, subscribe to the channel, like the video. Got any suggestions or anything, just drop it down in the comments. But yes, just like that, we're on our way into Brighton. Just over a mile left. Sorry, not sorry, but we're opening the windows as we come in here because the track joints sound lovely here. I don't know, how does everyone else feel about that? Like track joint sounds and like that. I think that sounds so good. Slow down to, what is it, 25 now. Ooh. That's quite cool. So last time I played this route, we went into the other platform over there somewhere, and we was a 12-car unit. This time we're an 8-car unit, and we're coming right in on the other side, which is nice. Again, it's not a complaint. It's nice to have some variation. It does make it better. Right then, people, I reckon that's going to cut it here. We've done our London to Brighton. As I say, I do really appreciate everyone watching, joining the stream. Hope you've all enjoyed yourselves. If you've got any suggestions or anything like that, pop it in the comments. If you like the video, pop a like in. And as I say, if you do like this kind of content, just hit the subscribe button. Got plenty more streams coming up. And yeah, I think at the weekend I'll keep saying it, we must get a flight sim video in. We've got quite nice content for that. Got some nice planes. We've got the Phoenix Airbus set, basically. I brought the whole lot. It was in a bundle, so why not? I use Flight Simulator 2020. I did try 24. That was before I got better internet, and it was basically unplayable. And whilst I probably could play it now, because we've got a lot better internet, I'm stubborn. I don't like the fact that it relies on the internet that heavy just to play the game. So yeah, I much prefer 2020. But as I say, thank you very much for joining. I do appreciate you all sticking around. Does mean a lot. But yeah, we're gonna end it here. Stick around, keep your eyes peeled. I'm gonna be posting schedules again later on tonight. Do appreciate it, and I'll catch you all soon.